dead bees in the snow. It might seem alarming, but really, at this time of the year, this is what I'm actually looking for. So I just wanted to give you a bit of an update on how the bees are doing. So far, there are signs that all 4 colonies are still alive and kicking. And yes, seeing dead bees is a sign of that there's some activities going on in the colonies. So one thing I do on a regular basis is I come and I have a look outside to see if there's dead bees, and I clear the board. So this is the one my only colony that's like wintering into one box, and I cleared this up last weekend, and now there's a lot of dead bees here. So it's normal. It's part of the wintering process of a bee colony that there's one that didn't quite make it there. That bees will get out of the hive and die, and there could be many reasons for that. One of them is that they come out to do a cleansing flight. They see the light. It might be a warmer day outside, and they'll try to come out very quickly, go to the bathroom and try to get back into the hive. But if it's too cold out, they will likely not make it back. Also, the bees, if they sense that they are towards the end of their life, they're likely to just leave and try not to die inside the colony to avoid spreading disease, into the colony. So, and also, well, dead bees might be dragged out by other bees. So right now I have these dead bees pretty much at the entrance of each of these colonies. There's some here. This one is showing sign of what's called Nozema, which could be a disease impacting the bee's digestive tract. This is bee poop, so it's something I need to keep an eye on. This one could be in trouble. Unfortunately, at this time of the year, there's nothing I can really do right now. But as spring comes in, I might be able to try to see if I can address that. That colony was very strong going into the winter, so I'm hoping that won't bother them too much. This colony here, same thing. There's some dead bees at the entrance. And what I do, I clear them all off so that way I can see what's going on. But just when there's a fresh snow that covers all the dead bees, that's kind of a given, another sign that there's some bee activity. This one is very obvious. This was the strongest colony going to the winter, and you can actually see bees inside. Hoping you get to see that. Hoping it showed on the camera. But there are bees. Right, so that's another good sign that they're alive in there. So that's it. So in the winter, that's pretty much all you can do as a beekeeper, is you cross your fingers and you hope that you prepared them well for the winter, and that they won't starve. So today is February 10, I believe. And it's minus 18 degrees Celsius right now. So the bees are just keeping nice and warm in there. We're going through a pretty cold spell right now. Very soon in March, so maybe in about 3 weeks from now, I'm going to be able to start feeding these colonies some sugar syrup to give them a head start in the spring. There's always a small risk that bees could starve at this time of the year. And it's not uncommon for colonies to die in March. That actually happened to me last year, so I'd like to avoid that this year. And so I have a mechanism in place to be able to feed these colonies without having to really get into the beehive. And that's with all these brown boxes on top. So these are just empty boxes. At the bottom of it, there's right here, there's a piece of foam insulation 2-inch thick with some holes. So there's actually a way for the air to escape from the bee box, get into this box, and then get out. We don't want any moisture to accumulate into these boxes because moisture will create condensation, which can then fall back on your bees. And if you get wet bees in the winter, this is what would likely trigger the colony to collapse and for your bees to die. So this is a new system. I've never tried this before. The idea came from YouTuber Scott Hendrix, who's located in Northern Ontario. He's been using that method very successfully. And given that I'm also in Ontario, I'm in the Ottawa area. I'm not as far north as he is. I thought I would try it because our winter is going to get pretty cold here. So if you have a chance to stop by Scott Hendrix's YouTube channel, do so. You know, he's one that I'm following online myself. I will put a link to his channel into the description of this video. Anyway, so I think that's it for the hive update. I have nothing really more to say, except that I'm pretty happy to see all 4 still showing signs of bee activities, especially this one. I promise very soon I will have a video about everything that I've done with this colony to save it. And I finished editing it. It's about an hour long because this was a whole process throughout the summer to try to get this hive to requeen themselves. So what I'm trying to do is edit the video a bit more so it's not as long. So I might have a shorter version and a longer version. I just need to finish editing it. So I'm almost done. So keep an eye on my YouTube channel and you should have that video there in the near future. So that's it for the update. Keep an eye on this channel. When time comes to feed the bees, I will make a video to show you how I do it. So I hope maybe you learned something today about winter beekeeping. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.